They actually put their foot on it, and then they think, oh, yeah, no, oh, yeah, no.
She tips the bridge and has to start again.
And it does look easy. You stand out here, you look at it, and you think, well, it's not really a challenge as such. The whole balance factor and the fact that the beams get a lot smaller and a lot thinner towards the end, just giving that little bit of height is enough to put them off balance.
See their confidence crumbling, couldn't you, as each one stepped up?
Emma takes over 3 minutes to get round. Em is next. She was weakest in the last challenge.
Find the centre of balance.
Will her training as a dancer help her in this one?
At first you think, yeah, this is really easy, and you're walking along thinking, oh, this is okay. And then you get to the first one and you're like, right then.
Find your balance.
And I used to do gymnastics, so I thought, oh, I should be all right at this one, but it wasn't.
In my eyes, I didn't think they focused enough. Okay, some of them did all right, but they didn't focus enough.
Em beats Emma. She's a minute faster. How will Ali do? Ali takes about the same time as Emma. Em's still ahead. Can Toby beat her?
Compose yourself.
He's the slowest yet.
I didn't find it too easy, so I think I struggled on that event.
Last, it's Paul. He was the strongest pupil in the last challenge.
My performance was weak in relation to others because I have no balance. It's nothing that I've ever done. So when you say a balancing game, it's like, oh God.
Paul's the worst of the lot. He's taken almost twice the time of Em.
So who's your strongest and your weakest?
My strongest is definitely Em. She went across it way quick and she balanced very well. Paul, well, we know anything 2 foot off the floor is not comfortable with it. So.
Since Don's departure last night, just Toby and Paul are left in the boys' dormitory. They have only one thing in common.
We just stick together and do
That's what
that
it
now.
was, exactly. Well, I'm not going to vote Em out, and I'm not going to vote Ali. That only leaves us 2.
The girls have formed a pact. If any of them are chosen as strongest pupil, they won't choose another girl to fight.
I'm not going to vote a girl out. Well, obviously it's going to be you, isn't it? So that's the female agenda, is it? Oh, OK, I see. So that means I'm going to have to fight you, and you.
We're not against the boys as such. All it is that us 3 girls have grown really close and we don't really want to pick each other.
You're against a team of people. That's just...
You can bet your bottom dollar if Paul was the strongest or Toby was the strongest, they'd pick a girl. So it works both ways. They're not going to pick each other either.
I didn't come here and then try and make alliances with the guys and say, oh, let's get all the girls out.
Girl power.
Block. Step up, round, skip.
7:30, just in case the girls are practicing fight moves.
Go, 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 go! Yes! Oh!
Emma's fallen backwards and hit her head.
You all right? No, it's okay.
Okay, it's all right.
Yeah, I've just got a headache for a minute.
I know.
Get up slowly. Come on.
Next morning, 5:30, training, and Em's having problems.
Can't put my hands into here.
I'm tired.
Just a bit sore.
With the next challenge looming, a trip to the doctor is all Em needs.
From you, where for care?
All in my neck. It hurts all around my neck. And just like in the back of my head and just my head pounding. That feels really tender.
She's fit to take part, but has missed vital training for the next challenge. It will involve nunchucks, pieces of wood linked by chain. Originally used as rice flails, they became weapons, made famous by Hollywood star Bruce Lee. The Grand Master, he trained alongside Bruce Lee. The light of the master will shine on the metal targets.
Your task is to hit the target whenever they are lit. Should you miss the target, you will have to strike again. It will only go out when you hit the target.
A challenge like this must only be attempted by those with experience in martial arts. Em is first. Her experience shows. So does her lack of specific training.
It's a hard game because it's like a whole new skill that you just have to learn. I don't think I had any technique or anything like that.
The pupils will be judged not only on their hits, but technique. Em misses 6 targets. Inspired by those Bruce Lee movies, Toby has tried nunchucks before.
I've had a little bit more practice than these guys. I've got a pair at home.
Toby misses just 1 target. Ali's next.
I've never used a weapon before and it's quite difficult to learn.
She hesitates. It'll count against her. Emma goes next.
I had about at least 2 attempts on each one. I couldn't even catch it when it's coming round to try and catch it to strike. Just couldn't focus on anything at all. I was rubbish. I was absolutely rubbish.
Paul's the last to go.
You need to be very comfortable with the nunchucks to hit the metal object. You have to hit the centre of it. As soon as the light goes, you're like, oh my God, I've got to hit it. But if you're not in position to hit it, then you're there.
Paul misses 2 targets, 1 more than Toby, the strongest. Lunchtime.
I know it's going to be a difficult one, but either way you look at it, someone's going home tonight. It's going to be down to 4 in the morning.
There are only 4 days left in fight school. Toby's determined to be the ultimate champion.
When I was told I was a reserve, I was pretty gutted. But now I've got the opportunity, I'm not going to lose it. I'm going to do everything in my power to stay here to the end.
His confidence is putting noses out of joint.
No, I'd fight everybody here, and I don't mind fighting everybody here. Hence the title Fight School. I wouldn't have applied if I didn't want to fight people.
When Toby came in, he said that even though he came in as a reserve, he'd already told his wife that he was going to win. He's obviously very strong-minded and thinks he is going to win. But I think that's overconfident. I think that's just cocky.
Who do you think the strongest and weakest is so far, Paul?
The games are so tight these days. I don't know what the Sifus are looking for.
I think Emma's going to be the strongest. I think that's clear.
Yeah, you'll do really well, especially with your bad foot. It's not really hindering your performance.
But Ali's ankle is about to be tested to the limit. 3 cobras.
Pupils, take your mark. You will do this until you can't continue. Ready? Begin.
The pupils must jump along them with one foot, doing the martial arts side kick with the other.
Sprint back, sprint. Stop, same thing, opposite leg.
It's an arduous exercise to toughen the legs.
Anyone can kick with a good leg, but can they kick with the opposite one?
It was horrible. It was really hard.
Em is still feeling that head bump.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd be able to do as many as I did, but it wasn't very good. It wasn't technical or anything. I was just hopping about. And my head was just banging a bit. Just got a bit of a headache.
That's good, Emma. Good, Em. Come on, Em. Let's get this sprint up. I was disappointed with Em because she's got beautiful kicks, and I was kind of hoping she might shine on something like this, but she really struggled to hop on one leg. Come on, Em. Get that leg up. Good. Come on, keep working all the way to the end. Sprint back. Come on, straight into it. You should be running. Let's go. What are you waiting for? Get that foot up.
After 14 lengths, Em has to drop out.
Run back, Emma, you can do it.
Another length on, Emma starts to struggle.
You should be running back.
Really hard. Keep your leg up waist height.
One more set, guys. Come on, straight into it. Emma, she did great. She's got beautiful kicks, presents them so well, but unfortunately hasn't got the stamina to muster out as long as what the guys have. Come on, Emma! Rest, Emma. Come on, Toby! Said you
Only Toby keeps going.
Get a move on! Get that foot up! Come on, you should be fitter and stronger than both these girls! Come on, Toby!
As soon as the knee drops, the kicks drop, and then you look sloppy. And to keep your knee up to chest height is, well, it's just killing my thighs.
Let's go again! Come on, Toby!
Real gallant effort by Toby. I think he found something that he liked.
Short soft drills, Toby, come on! Good! Keep kicking! Faster!
Altogether, Toby manages 18 lengths of the Cobra.
Okay, rest. Begin!
Now it's Paul against Ali, and that's ankle.
Keep your balance. Good, Ali, come on, make the
I found it harder to hop rather than kick. I think kicking on the spot would be easier.
Straight into it. Well done, Ali.
After 2 lengths, the ankle starts to give way.
I think chiefly Becky could see that it was starting to go, even though I was trying to hide it.
Come on, Ali. Keep going, dig in. That's good, all the way to the end. Now run back. Come on, run! I didn't feel that Ali got to grips with it, really.
Not at all.
She was hopping and kicking, when this is supposed to be one motion. Come on, pick it up. Don't let it get low. Same for you, Paul. Pick that kick up. It's getting too low. No rest in the foot. Straight in. Come on, Paul. Keep the kicks going. Come on, Ali. Stop resting. Ali, time. Sit out, Ali. Come on, let's go. Get these kicks up. Let's finish on
Paul continues on his own.
Finish on high, Paul. Let's go. Let's go. Run back. Come on.
It was extremely hard to keep the technique. Did well. And then, after keeping the technique, doing it.
Work it. Come on, Paul. Keep kicking.
The running up and down it, that was a killer. Especially when someone's screaming at you to sprint.
Run back. Run back. Come on, dig in. Come on, Paul. Time.
I did the best I could. I gave it everything.
Altogether, Paul lasts 23 lengths of the Cobra, 5 more than Toby.
I think Paul, for me, came out the strongest on this particular challenge.
Weakest for me is definitely Ali. Didn't get to grips with it, and strongest is Paul.
And strongest Paul.
The challenges are over. The Shifus go to confer with the Grand Master.
Grandmaster, now we've come to offer our opinions on how the students are in fight school at the moment.
He must decide who's strongest and weakest.